really the best brother that anyone could have asked for was Matt Brewer.
Was always just extraordinary. Every mother says that, but no, he really, really was. He just won numerous awards for both sports and academics.
One of the most disciplined men I've ever known, anywhere from wrestling to boxing to especially on the football field. He was someone that never gave up, and whether it be practice or a game, he always gave it his 100%.
Go!
You know, he would come back and say, yeah, Mom, I felt really woozy. He wouldn't ever really tell me that, oh, Mom, I've got a concussion. Later on in life, he would say, oh, yeah, I had like 4.
To help serve and fight for others that really couldn't fight for themselves, I think really meant a lot to him.
He fiercely loved his country. He loved the brotherhood. And Matt, really, if I could describe him in one way, since the moment he was born, is he was a protector. Because he was so strong, he went with infantry and heavy artillery and tanks. So he would have been around weaponry that had the highest blasts. He had all these awards and medals, but he would never say, hey, Mom, I got this. He got the Navy Marine Corps Achievement Medal, the National Defense Service Medal, the Korean Defense Service Medal, the Joint Service Medal, the Army Achievement Medal.
He was overseas, and as his military career progressed, he definitely became more quiet, I would say, less outspoken.
I had a conversation with him, and it was so bizarre. He was so paranoid about some conspiracy kind of thing that just made no sense. And that's probably the first time I thought, okay, he needs to come home. There's something PTSD, there's something going on here. When Matt came back and when he left the Marines, he came back very depressed.
He had a different vision of himself. So I'd always reassure him, you're a badass dude, you know, you're the best brother I could ever ask for. And he would apologize for things like, I'm sorry I'm not the brother that I used to be, or I'm sorry if I'm not that person you look up to.
He would try to explain what was going on in his head. He goes, I feel like I can't think.
He would get annoyed very easily, aggravated fairly easily.
One day he came out of his closet and I said, what are you doing? And he said, I put a belt around my neck. And he said, I didn't feel anything. And I said, Matt, thank you for telling me. You know this isn't an option. And he says, I know, and I need help. I need to call the crisis hotline. So he called, and I go, yes, you're not alone in this. He just every night would come beside my bed and say, Mom, I love you. Tell me again what we're gonna do tomorrow. And I'd say, okay, Matt, this is what we've got planned. And he'd wake up in the morning, okay, tell me again what the day's looking like. And then he'd go, I can't believe I'm like this. You know, I can't believe that I can't make decisions. We took him to Kansas City where his job was starting, and that's my last picture I have of him. He would call at 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and just kind of panicked, anxious. And you talk him down, and the last call I had with him, he was silent and I was concerned about him. You know, that morning he was getting ready for work. He was supposed to see his sister and come back for the weekend, and it was so impulsive.
Losing Matt has impacted me, and I mean, I'm a different person. A part of me is gone.
I never looked at all the specifics and symptoms and stuff of CTE until after Matt's death. And then I saw he had every one. That was the very first question that we had. Can we save his brain? Matt would have been probably the first guy in line to donate his brain. And I wish he had found your site before he took his life. I wish he'd come across it. To have talked to somebody, to have somebody said you're not going crazy, and there's hope and there's help.
The parts of Matt that were amazing and that he instilled in me I'll carry on for the rest of my life, and I have a purpose to help people like Matt and help go through the things that he went through.
I always saw him dying in the battlefield. I never saw this. But in this, my prayer is that he would continue to protect. We need to know what's going on in our vets' brains. I don't want another mother to have to go through what I went through. And if we can stop that, if we can actually contribute to that, we must.